Is the coronavirus here to stay? According to the World Health Organization, we may need to learn to live with it.
This virus may become just another endemic virus in our communities, and this virus may never go away. I think it is important that we're realistic.
2019新型冠状病毒蔓延到全球100多个国家，至今超过440万人确诊感染，死亡人数逼近30万大关，更迫使各国祭出锁国政策，全球化的脚步戛然而止。这场大流行病会有结束的时候吗？
Well, we learned today that there are 3 major ways that a pandemic like this can come to an end. Sometimes diseases are cured by mankind. Sometimes they die out on their own. And sometimes we just have to learn to live with them.
An end can occur not because a disease has been vanquished, but because people grow tired of panic mode and learn to live with a disease. Alan Brandt, a Harvard historian, said something similar was happening with COVID-19. As we have seen in the debate about opening the economy, many questions about the so-called end are determined not by medical and public health data but by socio-political processes.
所谓流行病的终结，对于社会层面和生物学家而言有不同的定义。从生物学角度来看，所谓流行病，科学家们投身研究的是病原体的传播、繁殖、病毒对人体的各种影响。要阻止由它们所引发的流行病，就意味着研发出有效疫苗，消灭病毒，让疾病消失无踪。但对社会而言，流行病意味的是对日常生活的破坏，而人们又该如何应对？如当前所面临新冠病毒的全球扩散，迫使各国政府都采取了封锁策略，对经济造成严重冲击。霍普金斯大学医学历史学家格林博士指出，当人们询问流行病何时才能结束，其实他们真正想知道的不只是疫苗何时上市，或者病毒会不会被消灭，更多的是想知道流行病对社会造成的破坏何时能够停止。
Really, disease is always simultaneously biological and social, and it's hard to tease apart the 2 aspects of an epidemic. What I want to point out here is that the timing of them can actually differ, and that the differences can be really significant. So what happens if we lift and relax and forget about the importance of our public health responses in a moment in which the disease is still being transmitted very actively to the community? So that actually this disjunctures in the time curve of the biological and social epidemics can be very, very dangerous for us.
I think there is this sort of social psychological issue of exhaustion and frustration, Yale historian Naomi Rogers said. We may be in a moment when people are just saying that's enough.
这也就是为什么公共卫生专家始终关注并坚持从医学上真正的攻克疾病、消灭病毒，但政治人物却更着眼于终结流行病对社会管制、群众恐慌以及经济的冲击。政治性的解除封锁政策，更往往走在公卫和医疗专业之前。无疑的，这必须承担一定程度的风险。
Lockdown measures are lifted. Many parts of the world are feeling a sense of relief. In Wuhan, the original epicenter of the pandemic, there's been dancing in the streets to celebrate the worst being out of the way. In the Czech capital, Prague, locals have been returning to reopened pubs and restaurants. In Belgrade in Serbia, children are heading back to kindergartens and schools. And in Paris, traffic is returning once again to the Champs-Élysées. Health officials are warning that a second wave of coronavirus is on the way.
So the virus is still there. So if we are releasing the measures, it doesn't mean the virus is gone. And if we know that over 90% of the population are still susceptible of getting the infection, likely far over 90%, that means that there will be clusters. Now, the question is, when are we talking about a wave? So it all depends on how we really attack this and how we react and how we are behaving ourselves and really taking care of the distance, of the hygiene measures that have been recommended since weeks now. So I think there is a chance of seeing a second wave, but if we all follow somewhat the rules, then this wave won't be a wave that is scaring.
这不是人类第一次面对大流行病，也不是第一次处理封锁疫情与社会经济冲击之间的角力。 1918年西班牙大流感被奉为研究全球大流行病的经典案例。1918年春季，从美国战地士兵之间开始传播的流感，仅仅被认为是普通的感冒。到了秋季，却出现第二波感染潮，病毒随着军队的移动，快速扩散到全美及整个欧洲，死亡率也大为增加。许多城市开始实施管制，关闭公共场所。1919年冬季，流感疫情再出现第三波的感染高峰，蔓延到全球，无一幸免。直到1920年春季，流感疫情逐渐缓和，继而神秘地自动消失。2年期间，3波的感染潮总计造成全球5000万到1亿人口死亡。专家推断，引爆这一场全球大流感的是 H1N1 病毒。尽管它当年神秘地自动消失，但流感这个疾病却一直伴随着人类。不同的流感病毒家族成员以稍微温和的面貌出现，每年固定到访，而成为季节性病毒。在20世纪初，又导致了2次的全球大流行，分别是1957年由 H2N2 流感病毒所引起的亚洲流感，大约有110万人死亡。1968年 H3N2 流感病毒造成的香港流感，死亡人数也达到了100万。那么 COVID-19 及冠状病毒家族会不会如同流感病毒一样和人类常在？
This virus is clearly a virus that is there to stay unless we eradicate it. And the only way to eradicate such a virus would be a very effective vaccine that is scaled up on every human being, so to say, and which we have done with the smallpox. Well, it belongs to a family of viruses that we know, the coronaviruses. The question now that one of the questions is, will it behave like these other viruses? And they have a more, and that's one of the discussions, and also one of the unknowns. They have a more seasonal reappearance. So they're more bound to the winter and the spring and the autumn, and less in the early summer.
纽约时报指出，试图宣告流行病的终结是一个漫长而艰巨的过程。而在制造出有效疫苗之前，即使病毒仍旧潜伏在人群之中，但新冠疫情有很大的可能性会在医学终结之前先实现社会终结。届时，人们得学会和病毒共处，社会运作也将在重组之后形成一种新常态。